Inhaled molecular iodine, a dual pathway supplement for thyroid and antimicrobial support. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Gene Rossov, president of Iodine Products. Today, I want to introduce you to a fascinating and underappreciated physiological phenomenon, the metabolic fate and systemic activity of inhaled molecular iodine. Most people are familiar with dietary iodine, iodized salt, seaweed, and supplements, and their vital role in thyroid hormone synthesis. But very few scientists, clinicians, and the general public realize that molecular iodine in the air, particularly in seacoast environments rich with seaweed and ocean mist, follows a completely different pathway from ingested iodine. This distinction is central to the function of our passive molecular iodine inhaler. It's available at inhaler.me. This video explores how inhaled iodine works, both physiologically and biochemically. The pulmonary gateway. When you inhale iodine as a gas or vapor, I2, it enters the alveoli, the microscopic air sacs in your lungs. There, it encounters a rich matrix of antioxidant defenses, glutathione, thioreducin, catalase, and enzymes such as glutathione peroxidase reductase. These are part of the lung's natural detoxification system. Some inhaled molecular iodine is reduced in the epithelial lining fluid to iodide, I-, through thiol-base reactions. Iodide then enters the bloodstream and contributes to thyroid hormone production, supporting the synthesis of T3 and T4 via the sodium iodide symporter. How much molecular iodine survives reduction? How much of it makes it into circulation as intact molecular iodine? There is no clinical study yet that precisely quantifies this partition. It is physiologically clear, though, that while much inhaled molecular iodine, also commonly called nascent iodine, is converted to iodine in the lungs, the sheer speed of gas diffusion, the variable antioxidant levels in different people, and the permeability of alveolar tissue always permit a significant fraction of molecular iodine to pass into systemic circulation in the bloodstream. Once in the blood, molecular iodine, or I2, has well-documented antimicrobial effects. These include virucidal and bactericidal properties. They're quite distinct from the role iodide plays in thyroid hormone synthesis. Molecular iodine intercalates into antimicrobial membranes, oxidizes proteins, and disrupts pathogen viability without being converted to iodide first. So, inhaled iodine delivers a dual benefit. Number one, as iodide, I-, it supports thyroid function and T3, T4 hormone production. Two, as molecular iodine, I2, it circulates transiently and neutralizes virtually all known pathogens. This is not merely some theoretical construct. It aligns with biochemical, environmental, and epidemiological observations. For example, populations living in coastal areas often have higher urinary iodine levels, even without iodized salt. They also have much lower rates of respiratory infection and general better health, quite likely due to the ongoing exposure to airborne molecular iodine. The passive molecular iodine inhaler available at inhaler.me was designed to mimic the natural seacoast experience. It releases a physiological dose of molecular iodine vapor for inhalation. It's compact, easy to use, and delivers clean elemental iodine, not iodized salts. The purpose of the inhaler is to provide both systemic iodine supplementation and local respiratory support. This device at inhaler.me needs no batteries, has no moving parts, and doesn't require a prescription. Molecular iodine has solid clinical support as an anti-cancer product, especially against breast cancer and breast fibroids. It promotes general health while contributing to thyroid hormone production. It fights respiratory viruses like SARS-CoV-2 and its numerous mutations, disables the viruses that cause the common cold and other respiratory syncytial viruses, and even fights parasites and funguses. It is especially effective against Candida and promotes healthy sinuses, oral health, and well-being in general. It's worth remembering that Atlantic whales of several species live to be over 200 years old, some even approaching 400 years of age. They breathe molecular iodine all the time. Inhaled molecular iodine represents a biological duality. Part of it becomes iodide for thyroid health, and part of it remains molecular to fight pathogens. This is a beautiful example of nature's efficiency, one molecule serving multiple physiological roles depending upon the pathway it follows. If you're interested in supporting your thyroid, enhancing respiratory defenses, and mimicking the natural health benefits of ocean air, I encourage you to visit inhaler.me and explore the passive molecular iodine inhaler. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing your questions and comments. You can call me 24/7 at 305-667-9375 or write me to EROSOV, that's EROSOV, at iodineproducts.com. Thank you.